Good things come to those who wait is such a lie. Nothing good ever comes to those who wait. So many people are stuck in the trap of, oh, I'm gonna wait until I feel safe. I'm gonna wait until I feel comfortable doing something. One, it's gonna be fucking forever until you feel comfortable, right? And two, once you do finally feel comfortable, you're not gonna want to leave that place. You're not gonna want to act on anything because you're like, oh, I feel comfortable here. Let me just stay here, right? Why would I take the risk of doing something? You gotta just do it, right? Saying you're gonna wait until you feel safe or comfortable is such a trap, right? Nothing good comes to those who wait. If you're just spending your whole life waiting, you're never gonna do anything. Nothing's just gonna come out of the thin air, man. You need to believe in yourself, right? And you need to be proactive. You need to get up and you need to actually go do something. You're never gonna feel comfortable, like, ever. Especially when you're chasing your dreams, I feel like you're not gonna feel comfortable a lot of the time, right? But it's not about feeling comfortable. It's about you being able to be there despite the uncomfort, right? Despite how bad it feels sometimes, right? Because everybody else is going to stop showing up at some point and you're still going to show up, right? Even though you don't want to, you're going to fucking be there, right? And you're going to be doing your thing and you're going to succeed. And it's not going to be comfortable. I can tell you that. It's not going to feel safe, right? It's going to feel like a huge risk, but it's going to happen. Instead of you sitting there all day, yeah, maybe you feel comfortable, right? You feel happy in the space that you're in. You're not going to feel satisfied at the end of the day, right? You're going to be like, oh, I wish I did all of this, but I just wasn't comfortable enough. Just do it. Jesus. Like, you got to get up and act. You got to get up and act on your thoughts, right? Thinking is one of the worst ways you can trap yourself, right? Overthinking too much, right? The stupidest people get farther than the people who just sit there and think in their heads all day, because stupid people act, right? And smart people tend to overthink and then be like, oh, I'll just not do it, actually, because the risk is too high. Screw the risk. If you believe in yourself, if you really fight for it, you're going to get there no matter the odds, right? Stop waiting until you feel comfortable, until you feel safe, until it feels like the right time, until you're motivated. Motivation is also such a trap, right? Because people are like, oh, you need to be motivated to be able to do something. Motivation isn't going to last forever. Motivation is eventually going to stop, and it will not have gotten you anywhere, right? That's like, you're like climbing up a hill. If you just stop and you were relying on the traction in your new shoes and now they're all worn down, you're just going to fall down the hill, right? And it might be hard, but if you're climbing the fucking ice wall and you bring a pick with you, right, it's going to hurt your hands, right? You need to have some grip strength. But eventually you're going to get there, right? And you just need to keep moving. And that comes, right, not by motivation, because motivation is not going to get you all the way to the top of that fucking hill, of that ice wall, right? Discipline is. Wanting to do it when it doesn't feel good is going to get you there. And discipline isn't brought about by motivation, it's brought about by action. You need to do something first, right? You're not going to be disciplined at first, I guarantee it, but you need to start acting. You just need to go for it, right? It's like, so when you're about to get on a roller coaster, you might be scared of the roller coaster, but you get on it anyway. When you're strapped in, it's already too late. You need to strap yourself into the ride that is going to lead you to your success, right? Even if it looks scary, right? Whenever you go on a roller coaster, it's always fun after. I guarantee it. I always want to go on it again, right? It seems scary at first, and it was scary during, but after I'm like, that was sick, let's do it again. You just need to go for it. You need to learn that the journey is going to be hard, but the journey is going to be worth it. And at the end of the day, the journey is going to be the most important thing, because it's going to show who you really are. And it's going to reveal everybody else, and it's going to show everybody who's lazy, everybody who's not willing to do things. And it's going to reveal the people who can truly do it every day, even if they don't want to, and they're going to make it. I guarantee you. Stop waiting until you have the motivation to do something, until you feel safe, until you feel comfortable enough to do something. It's never going to happen. You're never going to do it. You just need to start. You just need to go for it. Right? Jump off of that cliff that leads to the pit of despair, and eventually you're going to get wings and fly to the other side of success, right? It's going to seem scary falling down that pit. And who knows how long you're going to fall for, right? But eventually you're going to learn how to fly. It's not if you learn how to fly, it's when you learn how to fly. If you take that leap, it's going to happen. If you keep going, it's going to happen. If you're falling down the pit and you give up, you're going to splatter on the pavement, right? But if you never give up, if you keep trying to the last second, you're going to get there. You're going to soar, and you're going to reach the other side of success. I guarantee it. So stop waiting until you're comfortable. Stop waiting for the motivation. Good things do not come to people who wait. Good things come to people who act. Right now, turn this video off and go do something if you haven't been doing something. Just gotta go for it.